Today we're back at Vulcan Alpha at the Nürburgring to install some suspension upgrades to Jimmy Broadbent's Ferrari 360. Now Jimmy's building this car specifically for the Nürburgring as a track tool. Now Ferraris aren't often turned into track cars, so there's not many options available on the aftermarket in terms of suspension upgrades for Ferraris. So over the last few weeks we've been really busy developing some brand new parts for this chassis to turn it into a track car and get much more performance out of it. So we're here today to get those parts installed and show you exactly why we're fitting them. With this being a 20-year-old Ferrari, the original suspension bushes were quite excessively worn in the wishbones. The rubber had actually failed, so there was quite a lot of movement allowed in those bushes. Now, suspension bushes are really important when you're using a car out on track because they're effectively responsible for transmitting the forces from the wheel into the chassis. So if they have any movement whatsoever, there's going to be a delay in that transmission. So from a driver's perspective, there's going to be a lot less feel with the car, and it's going to feel a bit nervous and unsure, giving the driver a real lack in confidence when driving fast. But what it's also going to do is allow the geometry to change actively around track. So the faster you're actually going to push the car, the more force is going to be transmitted through that wishbone and into the bush, which is going to flex it even more. This is going to create geometry changes. So the faster you're going, the more change occurs, which is the exact opposite of what we want to achieve. Because this is going to mean that your camber and your toe settings are physically moving around from where you've set them out on track. And if you're in a really high speed, high load corner, you don't want your toe settings changing because it's going to lead to a snappy chassis and a lot of instability. Now, with it being a Ferrari, replacement bushes are still very expensive. So what we thought we'd do instead is design an upgraded suspension bush, which is much better and far better suited for track use, but at a fraction of the price. Rubber bushes are designed more for road comfort, which is why so many passenger cars have them as standard. So even replacing these bushes with brand new rubber bushes would still have some movement and some play in them. And the faster we go on track, the harder we brake, the faster we corner, the more grip we put through the tyre, the more those bushes are going to deflect. So the issue is going to remain. This is going to cause those geometry changes we were talking about. So through high-speed corners, the geometry is going to move even more than it will through a low-speed corner, giving a complete difference in feedback for the driver, which creates a little bit of instability and a lack of confidence as you're pushing hard out on track. So the solution for this is to install a monoball, which is effectively a solid spherical bearing in the arm, which has no movement whatsoever in terms of side-to-side movement. So the force can be transmitted entirely through the arm and into the chassis, and no flex will occur. This means the geometry stays locked in place wherever you set it, so there's not a difference in feedback for the driver, making the car much more predictable and a lot more stable, so you can push even harder with maximum confidence. So we've designed, developed and manufactured these monoballs over the last few weeks for the Ferrari chassis. So every single wishbone has had a monoball replacement at each point, so we can get maximum force transmitted through there with no flex whatsoever. We utilise motorsport bearings inside each spherical joint, so it can take the forces that this car is going to be subjected to around the Nürburgring. With these fitted, it will provide a lot more confidence and stability from a driving perspective, as it's going to allow all the inputs to go straight from the tyre through the wishbone and directly into the chassis with no delay. So it's going to be much more responsive and intuitive for the driver. So it's going to be responding to the inputs immediately rather than having that slight delay that occurs from the rubber bushes moving around. So if these monoballs are so good, then why doesn't the Ferrari come with them as standard out the factory? And the simple answer is that when you monoball a car, you can increase the vibration through the suspension system, leading to a little increase in NVH, which stands for noise, vibration and harshness. Now, how much this increases depends on what you're actually changing. What we find with something like a wishbone monoball modification is there is a slight increase in NVH, as in you hear the road noise a little bit more, and there is a little bit more feedback through the steering, but overall it is a minimal increase when compared to something like gearbox mounts or engine mounts, which when they go solid, you get a huge increase in NVH, which is why that's only reserved for race cars, really. So the NVH increase that these will provide are definitely worth the trade-off for a car that is primarily used out on track, because the benefits they're going to provide massively outweigh the small increase in NVH. In fact, cars that are sort of designed from factory to be a bit more track focused, like a GT4 RS or a GT3 RS, they actually come fully monoballed suspension-wise out the factory from Porsche. And it's not very noticeable when you're driving those on the roads. A lot of people don't even know that those cars have monoballs as standard out the factory. So only a small increase. We use really high quality bearings as well to prevent that as much as physically possible. So yeah, can't wait to get these installed and bolt on all the benefits they're going to provide for track use. We're going to get the monoballed arms installed now, but whilst we're there, we're also going to be installing a set of JRZ three-way coilovers. The original shock absorbers on the car are 20 years old and they are past their prime. So now is the time to upgrade to a much better shock absorber. And with it being a 3-way, it provides much more adjustment to get this car optimized for use, especially here at the Nürburgring. What this allows us to do is have independent bump, rebound and high-speed bump adjustment, so we can effectively soften the car right down for running the curbs and all the undulations that the Nürburgring has to offer. But then through the corners we can set the clicks to really nice and stiff to control the chassis and fine-tune that front to rear balance and control the understeer and the oversteer at corner entry and corner exit. So a really nice bit of kit to accompany the monoballs, again to extract maximum suspension performance out of this car and get as much mechanical grip as possible. So we've got the full monoball kit fitted now, and wishbones are reinstalled. So really excited to see what you think of that. Did you drive this before, or was?
I drove this before and it was absolutely horrible.
Okay,
like, yeah, one of the worst cars probably I've driven, because first half a lap the brakes were just jammed. They were kept on dragging.
Oh, right.
And after that, it was just like, yeah, soft and everything. It's an old car, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the bushes were very warm when we got them. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm super happy that you guys could do something custom, because no one in the world had anything
like a challenge.
available. And even this car is actually quite a challenge, pun intended. It's not a challenge Stradale, but it's quite challenging because you look for certain parts like a cage or maybe some other things, and then you reach out to the supplier and like, oh yeah, no, we don't have it for 10 years anymore. Then why you have it on your website? You know, so, and you guys, we don't have it, but we'll make it. So
well, the thing with the Ferraris is, outside of the race cars, they're not really a heavily a track car, are they? You don't really see them on track a lot.
No, and it's sad because they do have a lot of potential. They are very down-tuned versions, of course, for the road, but once you tackle the essentials, which is for us like a more in-depth than more than just the tune and suspension. It's like with really the kinematics. It's going to be such a great car.
I think at the price point these are right now as well, they're sort of at that track car money, the sort of G87 M2 price, like they're in the mix.
I mean, let's be honest, you have a mid-engine V8, naturally aspirated, gated shifter, manual, it is a Ferrari, it's lightweight for today's standards, and it's really, it's great. Because you can, I think this car was picked up for slightly over 50 or 60,000 pounds, which is really okay. You get a lot of, you get a lot of car, and it's very capable. Of course, you need to change a lot of things, bushings, possibly the engine because it might get tired, and clutch, etc. But that's what we'll be doing, definitely.
Awesome.
So I'm very looking forward to see where this goes, because it's of course Jimmy's car, so it might be, while we're at it, might as well kind of scenario. For now, it's like, okay, Club Sport build, see where we're going to end up this season, and then improve things that we think will still need improving. So it's going to be very nice.
Awesome, look forward to seeing it. And as always, thanks again for having us as part of the build.
Of course, and thank you very much for making something that is non-existent, basically.
We enjoyed it.
So
it's nice to have a bit.
I'm going to be selling more of these now, because
we'll get them listed. See what you guys think of them first, then we'll get them on the website. But it was a lot of fun to actually get designed in there, because they were quite challenging actually to get the bearings in there. But really happy with the output. Yeah,
quite funny, because a lot of I've seen like content creators, YouTubers, they getting those because they're so affordable compared to everything else. Of course, a lot of money, but you get so much car for that money, and it will be interesting to see. So
awesome.
All right, hey, thank you so much, and see you next time. Maybe we'll take it for a lap, or Jimmy can drive you. I mean, I'm tired of driving.
So that's the monoballs fully installed to the car now, and it's ready for a few more additions by Vulcan Alpha just to finish the car off and get it track ready. Jimmy and Misha are going to be taking this out on track, so we cannot wait to get their feedback on how the car drives, as they're both professional racing drivers, and their feedback will be awesome to see what they think of that monoball kit. We're going to be back here at Vulcan Alpha very soon with our own cars in the coming months, and we're going to be sharing that with you, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those exciting updates.